You're watching Miss Entertained with Lindsay and Thea.
Hey guys, I'm Thea.
And I'm Lindsay.
And this is Miss Entertained.
So guys, we are here today with the beautiful Nicki B. All right, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having
She
me.
rolled in on a scooter.
Yes.
She is so cool. A scooter and knee pads.
Yeah, no, that's a first.
A scooter and knee pads.
Yeah.
Right. Came all the way from Brooklyn for us.
Yeah.
So yes, but can you just give our audience a little bit of your background?
My name is Nicki B. I am from New York City. I'm a New York City native, born and raised in the Bronx. I now live in Brooklyn.
Hey.
I'm a full-time professional vocalist.
Sorry, you got it right.
Are you a
She said the
Brooklynite?
Bronx, like I
Yes.
You're a Brooklynite. I love Brooklyn. I went to
Yes.
Brooklyn Tech.
Oh,
I went to
cool.
Brooklyn Tech. Brooklyn Tech was my intro to Brooklyn, and I was like, "Wow, this borough's so much better than mine."
But the Bronx is nice though. You live to be in the Bronx.
I do, but I ain't trying to move to the Bronx.
Are you? But I'm on the 6th side though.
The east side?
Yes,
Soundview side?
Yes. That's where I am.
Really far side?
Okay.
The place where the buses are your...
You know what? It's cool.
No shade to the Bronx. That was where I was born and raised, but you know, there's not as much there as there is in Brooklyn.
Fair enough.
Brooklyn,
Yeah.
you know. So yeah, I work full-time as a professional vocalist, and I try to make as many streams of revenue in music so that I can do music full-time forever. When I started, I was doing church gigs. I was doing like singing behind people and like the bitter end. A good friend of mine had a show out there. That was my very first gig. At the time, I didn't know him. He was a friend of a friend, and it was like $75, and I was like,
Oh my God.
I can't believe somebody paid me $75
Just to sing. I gotta take off my clothes.
I was like, I had to do this again. I gotta do this again. So then another friend of mine was like, hey, I can't make this gig because I have to go fly. This is being fabulous, you know. And she's like, can you cover for me and be my sub? And I was like,
Great.
sure, yeah. I was like, how much are they paying? She's like, oh, it's not much. It's like 150. I was like, oh, 150. I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, I'm free. I'm there. And I showed up. I was on time. I knew my music. And then they were like, why don't you come to a few more? And I was like, yeah.
I check my schedule.
Totally there.
That's dope. So you're also a part of a couple different acts. Can you tell us a bit about them?
So I sing background for the X Ambassadors. Love them. I sing background for Crush Club. They're a local Brooklyn based dance band. And we just went on tour with Sophie Tucker and LPGOB. She's amazing DJ. Sophie Tucker's awesome. I don't know if you guys have heard of them, but they have, you know the Apple song, You and My Best Friend. And So we opened for them on tour in October. That was really awesome. My most recently, I'm now singing with. I've been singing with a band called Escort. They're a disco band. They're based here in New York as well. And I've been singing background for them for maybe 2.5 years. And I sing with a wedding band called the Cool Rulers.
If we leave you today, what do you want us to get from you?
Maybe inspiration to be bolder. Like I feel like our whole life is focused on, well, not even focused. I feel like here, especially as Americans, we are riddled with fear, whether, especially in the artistic community, when you consider doctors give years of their life to go to medical school, and some of them don't ever become doctors. But no one ever tells them, like, you need to make sure you're studying for a backup in case you don't get into medical school. No one does that to doctors. Everyone does it to musicians.
Absolutely.
You're a musician, you're a singer, it's like, well, please prepare to fail, prepare to fail, prepare to fail, prepare to fail. And the one thing that people have told me after they meet me is like, oh, I feel like I can just like
Do anything.
let my
Right.
tits
Yeah, no,
out,
I know.
like
Yeah.
anything, you know, just like I can just kind of like, I feel like doing it is the only way to push past that fear.
So what are some of the trials and tribulations that you might have faced trying to pursue your music?
Oh, honey, I did 2 sessions for who? Lauryn Hill.
Say it again.
Lauryn Hill. sessions. Lauryn. Okay, and we gave hours of each of those days, and it was it was Independence Day. It was Independence Day. I could have been barbecuing. I could have been on the beach. I could have been anywhere, but I was very excited to work with a legend. And I was like, yes, are you crazy? Somebody, if Lauryn Hill calls, you are available.
Everything.
And my friend said, oh, she's not going to pay you. I was like, she's going to pay. You keep your past experience, okay?
So that negativity over
there. I was like, thank you for the, you know. We went in, we did the sessions, we signed our paperwork and all the everything. I was like, wow, this is so amazing. And I remember saying to her on my way out, I remember saying like, okay, so this non-disclosure means we can't talk about this music until it comes out, right? And she's like, if it ever comes out. And I remember thinking, what? What do you mean if it ever comes out? And I remember thinking that was weird. I left and we never, ever, ever got paid. We're still emailing her management to get paid.
Wow.
Not a single one of us ever got paid. And it's stuff like that that's hard to deal with, because had Lauryn Hill said, I'm not paying you, but you get the chance to work with me, I would have been there.
Yeah. So what are you working on next?
I told you about Escort. Escort is releasing a brand new album. And the title track is called City Life.
Okay. And
we just recorded the music. We finished recording the music video. I just saw the first draft. I'm very stoked. I feel like everything has brought me to this moment. So now when this opportunity came for me, I felt ready. I didn't feel all the way prepared for everything it would bring, but I feel ready. I feel so ready that the creation of this project is like, it's so artistically fulfilling. I'm like, oh, this is amazing.
Well, we can't wait to see it. Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes.
Thank you for having me. I feel like this is so special.
Oh, it was truly a pleasure. Until next time, bye guys.
Bye.